All right, so as you guys can see, a new low weigh-in on this prep. We're day 6 right now, down to 180.6. Today is going to be a chest and tries workout. What I want to do is show you how I progress, how I warm up for my bench press, and discuss the program I'm currently doing to hopefully get my bench up to a 280. So yeah, let's jump right into it. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to today's video. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually walk you through how I warm up for bench and what I'm going to be doing a little bit differently for bench. As you can see here, typically what I like to do is start with the bar, and I like to treat warming up with the bar as if I'm warming up with the actual weight or lifting actual weight. So I set up, I get under the bar the same exact weight every single time. How I like to start that is by first what I'll do is put my feet up on the bench, kind of dig my shoulders down into the mat, shoulders down. So what I'll do, I don't know if you can see here, I'm gonna twist my shoulders back and down and keep them tight. Keep my shoulder blades squeezed together, down, so my chest kind of pops up in the air, and I'll keep that squeezed throughout every single rep. And then when I'm benching the bar and moving the bar up and down, squeezing the bar, gripping it as hard as I can. Finger placement, I like to go middle finger on the ring. I find a little wider, helps with shoulder pain, and I find that a little wider, it does shorten my range of motion just a little bit, but I feel like I'm activating my chest a lot more than my triceps or my shoulders. So once I have my shoulders, together and down, I have my scapula retracted and down, held in tight to the bench. What I'll do is grip the bar, like I said, ring finger, and then I'm gonna try to squeeze my butt closer to my lower back, to my lat. So I'm basically creating that arch, not too crazy of an arch. I can't get that huge, huge arch that you see a lot of power lifter or people on YouTube using. I have a moderate arch to where it's enough to activate my chest. Plus, I'm not fully going for strength. I am going for muscle building because I do want to build a thicker chest, especially, later on in the future if I plan to compete more often. So I have a moderate arch in my back. So I'm trying to squeeze my butt, kind of like I'm folding myself in half, but not too drastic. And then when I do have the bar, what I'll do is, typically with the bar, I'll usually do about 20 to 25 reps to really get a good feel, really get that chest activated. So when I get to those heavier weights, I know I'm working my chest and my shoulders, triceps, and other areas in my body aren't taking over. Once I finish up with those reps on the bar, what I'll do is I'll actually just load on 145 on each side. So for me, my bar is currently, this bar here, is only 35 pounds. So it's not a standard Olympic barbell. Most standard Olympic barbells are 45 pounds, where mine's only 35 pounds. So you have to think everything I'm doing minus 10. So I'm gonna throw a 245 on. That's gonna make it 125 for a warm-up set. Usually do this about 12 to 15 reps, depending on how it feels. 15 if I'm feeling a little better. 12 if it's starting to, if I'm starting to struggle just a little bit more with it. It's a pretty easy set. It's nothing too crazy. I'm not killing myself here. Once I finish up with the 12 to 15 reps there, what I'll do is then throw on 2 25s. So I'll put a 25 on each side. So that brings it up to 125 plus 50, 175. So at 175, I'll typically do around 6 to 8 reps. Still warming up here. I'm not even into my working sets yet. And then from there, depending on how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling pretty good, I'll take the 25s off, throw on 2 35s, and that's gonna get it up to 195. Do maybe 4 or 5 there. So typically what I'll do is if I'm doing a heavy bench day, I will throw in that 195 for about 3 to 4 reps, just to move a little bit heavier weight and not, risk injuring myself because I'm not used to lifting heavier weights when I start to get into the 200s. When I'm doing a higher rep range, the weight's gonna be a little lower. So what I'll do is usually stop at the 175 and then I'll move into my first working set. So what I kind of wanted to talk about in this workout was The program I'm currently doing now that you see in this video isn't what I will be doing from here on out during this transformation challenge. One, because I do think it's going to be pretty difficult to hit that 220 or that 280 in a caloric deficit as my calories get lower. I've been dieting since January, so my calories right now are sitting at 2,035 calories per day. So my calories are pretty low. I started out close to 3,000 calories and I've been working down slowly over the months. So my strength is not there. It's not gone. I haven't lost strength, but my ability to build strength in the lower rep ranges it's getting harder and harder as we go. So this program that I'm showing you here is what I typically use or have used in the past to go from a 230 to a 250. And then before, when I was actively building my bench and consistent with it, I got it from a 250 up to a 275 in 7 weeks. So 275 is my total overall max. But that was when I was really pushing benching and my calories were higher. I was eating over 3,000 calories when I was able to hit the 275. And then I decided to make some changes. I switched over to some calisthenic moves. I wanted to learn the muscle up, the handstand, the front lever. So I put a lot of time and focus in that, and my bench progress slipped and I wasn't able to keep up with that 275. And this is an awesome program for anybody looking to build up their overall bench. It's helped me in the past go from a 230 to a 275 total. So I definitely recommend it for everybody, but with my calories being a little lower, I wanted to move up into kind of a strength building program as well, but I want it to be in a higher rep range. So around the 8 to 12 rep range. I'm trying to build my overall strength in that rep range because it does reduce the risk of injury. I'm not moving, maximum weight for 1 or 2 sets or for 1 or 2 reps. I'm moving as much as I can for a total set range. So it does give me more room to fail in between. So if I can't hit that 7th or 8th rep, I'm not as exhausted as trying to move the weight 1 or 2 times. So I will be making some changes to my overall bench program. I'll take you guys along with that as well. I did want to fill you in on what I was doing today because I did record it and I wanted you guys to see where I was currently working. Building overall strength isn't as important to just making sure I do stay healthy and I can continue working out consistently throughout this entire 12-week program. I do want to make sure that I can finish the challenge strong, and I don't think maxing out or trying to hit these heavier sets, relative to my strength, I don't feel like it's as necessary or it's as beneficial when I'm in such a deep caloric deficit. But when I do start to add those calories back in, once we finish up here, I'm going to hop back onto this program because I do want to get my bench up. Lifting more weight overall is going to help, one, in my strength. I'm going to be able to move more weight, but it'll also help with muscle development as well because I'll be able to push heavier weight for more reps. And in return, will build strength and size, which is my overall goal. So, that's going to do it for this commentary. I'll jump back into the video. I'm going to finish up discussing what the program was, how I did on my test set, if I was able to advance. But I just want you guys to know I will not be continuing this program throughout. I do still want to build my overall strength. I know I set the goal to hit 280-pound bench, but to reduce the risk of injury, I will be limiting the lower rep, higher weight sets and working kind of more in that hypertrophy range, the 8 to 12 rep range, maybe dropping as low as 6 reps, but I will be staying away from the maxes and the 2 reps that this program would typically have me doing. All right, so I'll catch you guys later, and thank you guys for watching this video. All right, so my goal this set is to get between 2 to 4 reps. If I get 2 to 4 reps, my max weight will stay the same, program will carry on the same. If I only get 1 rep, my max strength is going to drop down, the program will adjust itself, and my numbers will change a little bit, so my overall max will go down. If I can get more than 4, then my max is going to bump up, so the next workout we do, the program will adjust, showing that my max weight should potentially be higher than what I set it at. But my goal this set here is to get between probably 3 or 4 without a spotter. If I had a spotter, I might push for that 5th, but we'll see when we get to that point. Here we go. So we did get 5, however it was definitely a grinder. So what I'll do is keep that one at 4 for now. Next time I do a test round, we'll try to get that 5th rep and see if we can bump up our max strength. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's workout, at least the bench press portion of today's workout. I'm gonna finish on with the rest of chest and triceps. I'll show you all that in a later video, but just wanna say thank you guys for watching today. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and throw me a thumbs up if you like the content so far. We still have long ways to go. This is only day 6 of the 90-day transformation challenge. So we got long ways to go. But yeah, I'll catch you guys all in the next video. And as always, let's keep growing.